Hey Gemini, welcome to your November 2017 overview reading. So, I'm just going to do a fat Celtic cross today, is what I've decided. And as usual, if you're looking for a single question reading, the link is in the description box below. If you are looking for one-on-one sessions with me to do full readings and everything, then go ahead and book your session. You can sign up for my newsletter and get your free solar year reading during your birthday month. So that comes out at the end of each month. So whichever month you're born in, you'll get a recording sent to you. And what else do I have going on right now? I have been doing the 31 days of rituals for October on my blog. If you're interested in some fun, really like, it's really minimal rituals, like, a piece of crystal quartz and a candle and stuff like that. But anyway, if you're looking to check that out, it's on my blog, which I'll post in the description below as well. I don't have any workshops coming out this month. I've just been focusing on the readings and working one-on-one with people. So that's how I'm keeping it right now. And I know that most of the time you guys see me do timelines. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to do a lot of modifiers, and then as usual we'll do the 3-card pick at the end. I just feel like it wouldn't be a monthly reading without a 3-card pick. Okay. Now we'll do the Angels of Abundance cards. We'll see what's coming up for Geminis this month. That one. Okay. Block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. Okay, that is pretty straightforward. I don't even need to clarify that. Okay, let's see where you're starting off this month. Son of Cups. So this is you stepping into your emotional self, really calling on your emotions for inspiration and ideas so that you're able to move forward. And then the challenge, we have the 4 of Swords. So this looks like a little bit of burnout happening. So make sure that you're taking time for yourself. Make sure you're taking time to rest and play and get in all of the important things that you have to do to take care of yourself. What we have leaving this month is the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever unpredictability or instability you had coming up for you, go ahead and just say goodbye to that instability, because it's shifting out and you're going to be able to call in something that is better and more in alignment with you. The clarifiers on this are the World and the Ace of Rods. So this instability was a cycle that you were in, and it could be a new project, because the Ace of Rods can be like a creative project. So this looks like instability within that project that you were working on is now shifting out of your space. Or this could be this, obviously with an ending comes a new beginning. And so because of that, you probably have a new creative project happening. Or it looks almost like you turning a new leaf. If I could give it any more words, it's kind of like you're making a decision to end the cycle and start off in a new direction, but it is taking a lot of energy, so it might not manifest as a physical project. Okay, and in the future, this is what you have coming in. The Chariot. Okay, so what this looks like is you working really hard to reach your goals. Let me see what the clarifiers are before I speak to that. Knight of Pentacles and Six of Swords. So there's something that you're moving away from, as we can already see. But it's kind of like you do need to get clear about what it is that you want, what your goals are. And then walking away, this looks like self-protection. It just looks like you really need to take care of yourself. You know, with the Knight of Pentacles, as you can see, has all the armor on. What it looks like is that there's things that aren't working that you need to shift out so that you're able to really build the things that you want to build, the things that are important to you. And so that does mean saying no and walking away from certain things. Don't let that deter you from getting things done. It's just a reality. So it looks like you're really going to need to think of yourself first moving in, especially since we have the Four of Swords here. This could be overextension, you saying yes to too many things. You know, being your social self. What this is telling you is to set boundaries. Say no. Assert your needs, move away from the things that aren't working. Those are the messages that are coming through. What we have above the surface, what your goal is, temperance. So you do want to achieve balance with all of these things and finding a way to work and play. You know, have kind of like having it all. You want to figure out how to have a balanced but fulfilling life. So again, we have another walking away card. This is the Eight of Cups and the Devil. So it looks like you're like, yes, I'm ready to leave things behind, but I also want to have a good time in the process. You know, if you're going to have the Devil in any position, I don't mind seeing it there. It's because it's kind of like a hedonistic card, and so, or you know, it can be representative of that. And so if that's your goal, like that's what you want, then it's it kind of refers to that hedonistic state where you're just kind of operating out of pure id. And so this is kind of a reference to that, like you just want to move away from certain things and just have a good time and call it good. Okay, let's see what's going on in the subconscious. We have the Ace of Swords. This is you. This is your new vision. This is you taking a hold of what you want, what you're calling in, what your next steps look like. Let me see what the modifiers are. The Lovers and the Nine of Rods. Okay, so this is you're really in problem solving mode right now. Like you're thinking about the big picture. What do you want for yourself? You know, and it's a vast range. So it's your projects, it's your partner, it's everything that you can imagine. You're in the process of kind of taking internal inventory of and seeing, okay, where do I want to spit myself out? Where do I want to be in the next year? So even if you don't actively put very much energy into thoughts like that, it's happening organically. Okay, the advice for you, we have the Seven of Cups. Keep your options open. Let me see what else is coming through. We have the Three of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Ooh, this is interesting. You have a lot of stuff going on. So as a whole picture, it looks like if you are dealing with heartbreak right now, it's a good idea to think about it in terms of an abundance. If you can think of, there are so many opportunities, there are so many people, there's millions and millions and millions of opportunities. It just looks like it's going to help shift you out of that grief state and into look at all these directions that I could go and look at all these opportunities. So it's kind of that lack mentality that's messing with your head a little bit right now. And then with the Knight of Swords, it's kind of a reference to perseverance is coming up really, really strongly. So I would say that, you know, keep your chin up and focus on the abundance. Practice gratitude. Do whatever you can to kind of alleviate that Three of Swords grief energy. And, you know, abundant, 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 abundant. External influences. Daughter of Wands. This could be a creative partner, or someone, like it could be a friend. Let me see what the clarifiers are. We have the Hierophant and the Two of Cups. Okay, this is interesting. So this, if you are coupled, then you have a partner who is really taking center stage this month. Not in terms of attention, but just they have a really active role in whatever's going on in your life. So for November, it's kind of like they step front and center, and then you work things out from there. So it just looks like there's a partnership, because my immediate hit was a creative partner, which it could be someone like a business partner, or if you're working with a creative project on a person. This is in reference to them and you working things out and building with each other. So with the Hierophant here modifying this, it's like you are interested in structures, the institutions, the rules, being by the book. That doesn't mean that you're going by the book, but it's about creating that internal and foundational organization that you need to really get to the next level. And that is true in your partnership. Maybe you're saving up money, you're putting together this nest egg, you know, whatever it is. It just looks like a lot of planning. It looks like, you know, feeling into the future, like what are your plans, where are you headed, in romantic partnership and professional partnership. Okay, hopes and fears for November. The Tower. So you're kind of afraid of everything falling apart, you not getting your way. Let's see what else. It's, again, there's this conflict and lack. So the big thing, this is coming up as fear, big time. I'm getting all fear pictures from this, is kind of like not having enough. Again, that scarcity is kind of coming in with the grief. I'm now getting a message that this grief isn't necessarily romantic or from literal grief. This is something where it's just a grief energy, but you may not know where it's coming from. And so that lack is kind of what's putting you there. And with this, the Five of Swords, it just looks like there's some fear of conflict, like not kind of wanting to stay in the background, stay in the shadows, rather than actually face the music, I guess is what I would say. But yeah, there's some fear around things changing rapidly. Okay, and where November leaves you, the outcome of the month, Five of Coins. So it looks like you're just still in this transitional period where you're putting things together. Yes, I know that's not what Five of Coins means, but that's not how I read. Let me see what the modifiers are. Two of Cups and Queen of Cups. So really settling into your emotional self and making a decision, or being open to receiving feedback and ideas about a certain project or something that you've been working on. This looks like it's tied to the, here with the Hierophant and the Daughter of Wands, this creative project or this partnership that you are putting together. It looks like they're, you know, you can't ask for sunshine and rainbows all the time. It's just not realistic. So it just looks like with the conflict that's there, if there is any, it's not a big deal. It's solvable. And just make sure that you are constantly putting yourself into a state of abundance, 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 abundance. Thinking about things in terms of I have enough. And that's going to make this a lot easier for you. Okay. So now I have my Alchemist Oracle. If you have a specific question, go ahead and ask it now. Otherwise, this will just be advice for you. I also have the Tarot of Sexual Magic, which I'll pull 3 cards of that as well. And you can mix and match. You can do whatever you want. Okay. So spread number 1, we have Elixir. So this is you creating and manifesting. It's like you're in this growth period where you're really taking the time to put everything together. You're like gathering your ingredients, making sure that you have everything, and then, you know, really calling that into your space. So this is alchemy. This is all like experimentation, you know, figuring things out for yourself. And then the other card, we have Judgment. So this is decision making. This is, when I look at these two together, it looks like you're really fine-tuning your manifestations, making calls over, you know, what do I want? What do I need? Is this the right thing to manifest? Is it not? Spread number 2, we have transitions. So this is like a transformation. This is upheaval. So it's almost like the Death card, how it's that death and rebirth, that ending and a beginning. That's what this transition is. So this is kind of in reference to the growth period might not be the most comfortable, and you may be shedding some skin, but that's okay. The other card, we have 3 of Chalices. This is having a good time, enjoying yourself, having a really lighthearted attitude, whether it's in partnership or not. It just looks like there's some celebration, happiness, lighthearted energy that's being inserted into November. So take that. If you're having a rough time, take the small moments while you can. Just enjoy being present. Try to not let the transitional period weigh too heavy on whatever it is that you're doing for fun. Okay, and then spread 3, we have Sacral Chakra. Okay, so this is setting boundaries, doing work around saying no and understanding when to say yes. This is all about your creative expression, your creative energy. All of your creative energy is held in your sacral chakra. So this is, let me see what the other card is before I speak more to that. 6 of Pentacles. Again, this is when do you say yes and when do you say no? Now this is bleeding into, if you're in a romantic partnership, this is an evaluation of give and take. This is the relationship equal in terms of level of investment in each other? So it just looks like there's some evaluation, and you're really going to kind of have to have your guard up and decide, when am I going to say yes, when am I going to say no, and just be honest with yourself is what I would say. I know it can be hard, but be honest with yourself. That is the message that I'm getting. Okay, anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much. Make sure that you fill out the form for a single question reading or book your session with me. It's in the description box. I so appreciate you, and I hope you all have a fantastic November, and I'll see you next time. Bye.